bubble has to burst eventually, doesn't it? And maybe it's happening right now. I mean, Nvidia had really good earnings and the stock actually went down. Hold on. I have gotten a lot of comments just like this one. The bubble has to burst eventually, right? Well, maybe. I mean, I'll give it to you that tech stocks are extremely overvalued at the moment, but is it a bubble? Is it a bubble like the last bubble, like the one in 1999, the big tech bubble burst? Not quite. Here's why. My name is Kenneth and I talk about all things stock market and investing and a little day trading and swing trading too. So if any of that interests you, smash that follow. A lot of people point to the extreme overvaluation as the main similarity between the 1999 2000s dot-com bubble burst and what we're seeing today with these insane valuations for tech companies. But there are some key differences. See, way back when in the early 1990s, the internet was invented and everyone lost their fucking minds. Similar to what we're seeing today with the AI boom is that a lot of these companies were new and it was all very exciting. What's the internet? What's the future going to look like? Oh my God, I have to invest. Venture capitalists came in, retail investors poured in, companies were being created overnight. That's one of the major real differences than what we're seeing today. Back then, people were just starting up companies, .com this, .com that, and everyone was losing their mind and investing into every one of these companies thinking, this is the future, that's the future, I'm going to buy everything, I want it all. It was a lot of FOMO. By the way, most of these companies had nothing, no earnings, no profit, no history. They were born yesterday and now they're publicly traded tomorrow. What? So I found this list on Wikipedia of companies affected by the .com bubble burst. Take a look at this. Just look at some of these companies. You can see I've clicked on some of them, but just take a look. I mean, this goes on and 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 on. There was some pretty innovative stuff here, like an online grocer that promised delivery in 30 minutes. But they filed for bankruptcy after 3 years. Look at this one, ahead of their time, digital currency. But they were founded in 1998 and went defunct in 2001. But one of the biggest ones was pets.com, which is a lot like Chewy today. The website was launched in 1998 and shut down in 2000. So the hysteria caused a lot of new overnight companies to suddenly become publicly traded with no earnings, no growth, lots of debt, and you can see what happened to them. Now let's counter that with today. So to keep this video on the shorter side of things, it's already over 2 minutes and I know nobody has attention spans anymore. The first one that I hear a lot about is Nvidia. It's so overvalued. It's so overvalued. Nvidia wasn't created 2 years ago. Nvidia is over 30 years old. And if you look at their fundamentals, it's a really, really strong company. It's worth over $3 trillion. There's only a few of those companies that exist that are publicly traded. Another stock that's extremely overvalued at the moment is Kava. And people go, well, it's new, it's new. Well, it's not new. It's only new as a publicly traded company. They went public last year, but Kava has been around for over a decade. And this isn't the first time that we've seen insane valuations on companies. If we look back over time, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Netflix, Nvidia, Kava, all these companies have had or currently have extremely high valuations. Even though these stocks were extremely overvalued at some point in time, investors didn't care because they believed long-term that these companies would become more profitable. And many of them have, and their price to earnings and valuations have all kind of evened out a little bit. Are we going to see a correction? Maybe deflating some of the air out of the tires a little bit? Absolutely, that's possible. And it's actually kind of healthy, especially for stocks that have ripped because of FOMO and things like that. But is it the same as the 1999 early 2000s .com bubble burst? I don't think so. Don't forget to smash that follow. Thanks for watching. See you later.